All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mike Lopez, and this is Boulevard Connect, your only website dedicated to cars, culture, and community. And today it is my honor to bring on a special guest named Amanda Carrera, born and raised in Los Angeles, right? How are you, Amanda?
Yes, I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for asking. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you for so much for coming on board. Now, I just read that you were born in 1994.
Yes,
Oh my
424.
Oh my God, I can't. I graduated high school in 1993. Ya soy viejo. So, oh well. That's a
Um,
conversation. That's a conversation for another time. So, but from what I understand, you're a singer and you're going to be performing at the Raider Nation Takeover party going down this Saturday, September 7th, at the Hollywood Park Casino in Inglewood, sponsored by the Old School Beer Company, hosted by CC Valencia from K-Day. So, how exciting is that?
oh my goodness, it's so exciting. I'm really, really happy to be able to perform Raider Baby for all of Raider Nation. It's going to be so much fun. We also are going to be celebrating Easy E's birthday and Lil Easy E's album release party. DJ Yella will be in the building, and so many artists and incredible people are going to be there. So I'm very excited. Shout out to Thump Records, Old School Beer Company, and shout out to everybody that made this happen. I'm so excited. Shout out to Ricky and everybody. Thank you guys. I'm so excited for this.
Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about that event later on, but I want to dig a little bit deeper into who Amanda Carrera is because you started out, from what I understand, doing YouTube covers.
I did. Yes. Yes. I used to sing cover songs and put them on YouTube since I can remember. And it was a lot of fun doing that. My favorite songs to sing were oldies like Motown and a lot of soul music. I also used to make music with my dad and post them on YouTube. And yeah, so it's always been something that I like to do. And I've been singing for as long as I can remember. I mean, I was in a car seat. This is what I'm told from my family. I don't really remember, but they would tell me, you've been singing since you were in your car seat, you'd be in the back seat singing.
Yes,
So
that's amazing. Of course. Now, I understand that your dad is a musician. Did he play guitar?
yes, my dad plays guitar and he also sings. So we would like sing a lot of like songs and harmonize and all of that. So I definitely got like my musical abilities, you would say, from my dad's side,
Good,
which is, well, yeah.
good. And his name is Carlos, right? Good job, Carlos.
Yes, shout out to my dad, Carlos. He always teases me and tells me, "You never shout out your dad. I'm the one who can sing, and I gave you your voice, and you never shout me out." So shout.
And I read a story. I saw something where you actually blocked him on TikTok or something like that.
I did. I did. Yes, I did block him. You know what? I go through moments sometimes where I have to just block him because, he'll pop into my life sometime, and I'm just like, okay, Dad, because I'm really real about like what I talk about when I'm on live, and I'm real with like my followers, and so sometimes like he'll come on and he's just watching, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you gotta go for a little bit, but it's all love.
Hey, I'm a parent. I have an 18-year-old that just went to college. Me and my wife watch him on 360. Hey, we got to keep an eye on our kids. Shout out to Carlos. Carlos, you're doing a good job. Stay on top of your daughter.
Yes, he's just very like, of course, like you said, he's very overprotective. I'm the youngest too of three. I have an older brother and an older sister, and so I'm like the baby. So it's like everything I do, it's like everyone has their eyes on me.
Okay, so you started singing when you were a kid. You got your influences from your dad in the back seat on the the baby seat and stuff like that. But then you ended up what in 2019 you recorded your first song called 6 a.m. and you shot a video for it, correct?
I did. Yes, that project was so much fun. Shout out to my homie Max Lewis. He was the one who produced and wrote the song for me. So I really feel like he helped me get out of like my shyness in a way because I love to sing. I always sang with like in front of my family, but when it came down to like doing talent shows or things like that, I would always kind of back out because I would get nervous. I would get stage fright. And so it took me years to like really get over that. And then my friend Max, he actually like brought it out of me because he was like, you know, you can sing, like you got this. So I was like, okay. And then I really wanted to make my own song and he produced and stuff. So he's like, hey, come on like down to the studio and we'll make a song. And that's how 6 a.m. came about. And I was really excited. I didn't really know what sound I wanted to go for when I made that song. It's like a tropical, like very island vibe. It's really, really cool. I love it. It's very pop. But like I literally told him I want to make a song on some like Rihanna and like, you know, Drake vibes. And then he was like, okay. So we, you know, we were kind of going through some of like the beats and stuff. And he made it from scratch. So he was playing different sounds and stuff. And then we came up with that song and it's awesome. And since then I feel like I've found more of my signature sound, but I've definitely experimented in all kinds of genres, which is cool.
And you shot a video for it because I actually went, I had a when I was doing my research about you, I was like, okay, let me check out her work. And I went on and I saw your first video. Was that was your first video? And if it was, how did it feel making your very first video?
It was incredible. It was so much fun to make. And I feel like whenever I make songs, that's always my favorite part of the creative process is the visual because you can really bring the story to life, you know? And so being able to like make my own music video in the past, I've actually like I used to do like a lot of like modeling and like background work for other artists. Like I've been in like Tia Mia, Chris Brown, Moneybagg Yo, Sway Lee. Like I've been in other people's videos, but more like model work. And so to be able to actually have my own video and be able to be like 100% involved in the, you know, the storyboard process of it and like I literally like, you know, I have all the snacks ready. I was like the producer of the video, the editor in a sense, and the stage manager, caterer, all of that in one. Like it was so cool.
You're a craft service. You did all the jobs.
And so being able to get to be able to do that and experience that, like I feel like too, I definitely gained like a huge appreciation for like everybody who does all that stuff because it takes it's like to make a music video like so much like goes on and so many people are involved, you
Yeah,
know.
it takes a village. It takes a big village.
Yes, it does. So doing it on myself was like it was a bit overwhelming, but it was a learning experience and I loved it. Like I loved the whole experience about it.
So next up came up a couple different songs like La Rocksta.
Yes.
I, I gotta say, one of my favorite lines in that one it was, "Well, you fucking with the wrong bitch."
That's actually one of my first, like the first song I made where I kind of went like a little more like raw in like, you know, in like in the delivery and just in the lyrics and everything. That song was a lot of fun to make. Again, I made that one with Max and yeah, with those songs, like I was like, well, with that one in particular, I was going through like a situation and I was telling Max about it. And then he's like, okay, let's make it into a song. So we made that's what that song came from that. And I said, hey, I kind of want to rap a little bit in this one, like rap, sing. And so he's like, okay, let's do it. And he asked me like, what artists do you kind of like, like who do you kind of want to like what type of rap style, you know, who do you kind of want to get a vibe from? And I was like, Eminem, like Marshall Mathers, you know?
Yes, and I have a question. I mean, what did Papa Carlos say about this song when he heard it?
No, I don't even know if he's like really heard that one. I think more he's more been paying attention to my recent stuff, you know, like my more recent stuff. Because in the beginning, like I would like, you know, I would release my songs, but I wasn't really like as out there about it as I am now. So like I don't think he was really like keeping up with my stuff back then. So he hasn't, I don't really said anything about it to be honest, but that one was fun and I brought out a different side to me. It was like my more, it's like an alter ego thing, like kind of.
You know what? Researching some of your music, I started becoming a fan. I was like, okay, Latina, I'm proud. I saw feeling you, like the fireworks.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes. Like,
no, I started becoming a fan. I walked into the other room with my wife. I was like, babe, you got to listen to this stuff. It's really good. So yeah, I think my wife and I are going to start listening and bump it in the car. So, but let's start fast forwarding to. It looks like you are a big baseball fan, Dodger girl. Obviously, the song Dodger Girl. Tell me about how that came about, because obviously, that seems like it's about to be an LA anthem.
oh, thank you. Yes, it's so funny with that song. When I wrote it and made it, I had no idea that it was gonna really have like the influence or the impact that it did. And like once I posted it, it actually went very viral, like on TikTok. And I was like, oh, and I wasn't very active on TikTok at the time. I was kind of posting here and there. And I woke up one morning and it had over 100,000 views and like hundreds of comments. And I was like, whoa, like, good and bad. But like still, I was like, whoa, like people were really like reacting to that song. And then it ended up just becoming like my biggest hit, no pun intended, my biggest home run hit. But like, yeah, like that song was so fun. It's been like so fun that whole project because I obviously like I have like a big heart for baseball. Like I grew up playing sports. I was very much more of like a tomboy growing up, so I played every sport pretty much. And I always had like a really like big liking to baseball as far as like watching like sports. And so there's like a lot of like family like ties that kind of like lead back to like my love for the Dodgers in particular, like the baseball team. And I just have so many good experiences of like being at games with like family and friends and all the stories that have been passed like on from like generations. Like it's really like in my roots at this point, like to love the Dodgers. So
Absolutely. You're in LA, you're born and raised in LA. Of course. I think they actually give you a little baseball jersey when you're actually born in an LA hospital. So a Dodger jersey. So
yes, exactly. It's like and like it's so funny because like when I like did the music video and everything, like like so many people were telling me like, wow, like I really relate to that like song. Like a lot of girls and not even girls, but just fans were like, I really like that song. It's really like relatable and it's very like LA and like the culture and all of that. And
absolutely.
oh, like that's super awesome because like when I made it, I wanted to write a song about Dodger Stadium for people even who have never been there to feel like they've been to a game, like to get like the vibe of it. And I feel like I did capture the vibe in the
You
song.
did. You absolutely did. I had a good time listening to it. And then I watched the video of obviously you're in Dodger Stadium. You're doing I'm sure you didn't get permission to do that, but I always say always ask for forgiveness, never ask for permission.
Exactly. That's so funny you say that because yeah, like I literally just called up like my homie and I was like, hey, like come with me to a game. I'll get you a ticket. Just bring your camera. Like we didn't bring like equipment and stuff because you can't bring like equipment. I like once I had like a little tiny like mini tripod, like a little small one, and I like put it down to take a picture, and like the guards immediately came up to me. They're like, "You can't have equipment." I'm like, "Oh, okay," but like you can like have your phone out. You can bring a camera. So we just went and we did our thing, and we had so much fun at the game, and I got to go with like all my friends, and I just wanted people to really see like how it really feels to go to a game. And I used to do Dodger vlogs. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but I used to make like YouTube videos, like shorts and stuff of like me going to Dodger games and vlogging my experience, like going early, being a season ticket holder, going to like batting practice and trying to catch balls in the outfield and trying all the foods and so like I had done that like years prior to making Dodger Girl, and so everything just kind of like worked out, like it intertwined. And my friends would always like call me like a Dodger girl. They're like, "You're such a Dodger girl," and I love my boys in blue. Like I love my Dodgers. What can I say? You
Right,
know?
exactly, exactly. But you know what? I want to touch on something, and this wasn't even really planned. I wasn't going to ask you about this, but you brought it up. You said you woke up the morning and it went viral, and you had a lot of love, but you also had hate. What type of hate did you get for producing a song about the Dodgers?
Oh, I just got a lot of people like a lot of it was just like sports fans like, "Boo, the Dodgers suck," or "Go Yankees," or this people kind of teasing in the comments or like
Okay.
that. But then I of course I got people like like you suck at rapping, like you know bars, or like, people like kind of just, being mean. But like I was very like nice to people like in the comments, that the people that were being mean, I was like, I wasn't really like engaging back. I was more like sending them hearts and like, like I'm just making this song, people. Like you don't have to be
I
so.
know it's crazy how people could be they could be so mean behind a keyboard. They're keyboard warriors, and it's just ridiculous. But you know what? And this is something I say to my son, who's 18 and off to college, and he's done some really cool things in film. And I'm like, he got some hate for some stuff. He got hate from adults, and I was like, and I told him, I was like, congratulations, mijo. That means you're doing something great. You're doing something that nobody else has the balls or the courage to do. You're putting yourself out there. So I congratulate you. And I say, take those haters and put them on the display case, because that honestly, when I get hate, I'm like, I'm doing something great. If I'm not, that means I'm not doing anything. So I say, congratulations to you, Amanda, for getting all that hate. Good for you.
So much. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. And we've been dropping the Raider baby snippets, and same thing, a lot of good, and then you get the hate. And I don't even really respond to the hate ones, but like it's so funny because I have like people that follow me, like homegirls are just fans, and people that follow me that like they'll even like they start telling them like, hey, like leave her alone, or like, like some girl recently said, I'm gonna unfollow you because you should have made a Rams song, not a Raiders song. And I'm like, girl, come on, relax. Like,
You
and
know
I
what, Amanda, next time just respond to all the haters. Thank you for helping my algorithm.
and I'm like, okay, like I love sports. If I could, I would make a song about every team, like so just, I have a good heart. I mean well. I don't mean to like offend anybody ever, So
Good for
it is.
you. Good for you. Good for you. So now let's fast forward. Let's bring it back a little bit because now you are at the East Side Car Show. You performed that back in the day. I was actually there, and Thump Records comes and taps you on the shoulder.
Yes, yes, it was so cool. So shout out to my homie Enda over at Nationwide. He got me on the lineup for that event, and it was definitely a life-changing event for sure because I did my set list, and that's always the hard part for me is picking like what songs to do because they'll give you a time slot. Okay, you have 7 minutes or 8, 10, and it's like, okay, what songs are gonna showcase my talent, but and that people are gonna like, and so I said, you know what, I'm gonna go with my West Coast album. I feel like that's the vibe, and I tried even like I did a song that I don't normally do, like my Mandy Jane one. Like I don't normally do that one, but I'm like, I feel like this goes and it worked. People loved it. I got good like, feedback from it. And so I ended up doing I did Baby Boy Down a Ride, Mandy Jane, West Coast Life, and Dodger Girl. Like four pretty much like the songs off my Know Your Roots EP. And then yeah, I get a tap on the shoulder from Steve Boom Boom Hernandez over at Thump Records. Shout out to Steve Boom Boom Hernandez. And he was like, hey, I'm Steve. I really liked your song. That Dodger one was is such a hit. That Mandy Jane, like all of them were like, were vibing and people really liked it. And he gives me his card, and it's, it's his card from Thump, and he says, I'm gonna give you a call. I'm from Thump Records. I'm the A&R, blah, 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 So I was like, oh my gosh, like, cool. Like, I didn't know. I was going through so many emotions, and I was like backstage, and everybody was like, there's so much going on. And I was so much like, I was just so happy. I was like, I don't even know what to say. So I was like, okay, well, we'll see what happens. In this industry, sometimes, like people forget, or, things, people get busy. So I'm like, okay, we'll see. So I didn't want to like bug them or anything. I didn't want to call and like, hey, remember me? No, they called me like that Monday. Steve hits me up like, hey, are you free to meet, the president, Bill Walker, like this week? And I'm like, yes, of course. So then, yeah, so I went and I met with them that week, and like everything just ended up working out, and I'm really glad, and I'm super excited. Shout out to Thump Records, shout out to Bill Walker,
Oh, good.
Steve.
Yeah, good for you. That's amazing because I worked in the radio industry, and I remember hearing talking to artists who were like, and they explained the moment they signed a record contract, and that's a pretty big deal for a young artist. So congratulations to you. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, when I got the news, I immediately called like my music team, and I was so excited to share it with them because worked so hard over the last couple years. Shout out to all my producers, and in particular, like Dax Beats. He's been like my number one producer for the last couple years, and Rhythm Rug and stuff. So I called them right away and I shared the news. And Dax Beats was like, "Thump Records? Oh my goodness! Like that's what's up." Like I remember, like he like a long time ago like was like wanting to sign with Thump. He said when he was like really putting his music out there and performing and stuff. Like he's like, yeah, Thump has been around since like the 80s, 90s, like been around for a minute, and like everybody knows Thump. I'm like, oh heck yeah. So we were all like really, really excited.
Well, congratulations to you. And now that brings us all the way over to Raider Baby, which is kind of going to be the
Yes.
new Raider Nation anthem. I hear it's you just recorded it and it's being released tomorrow. Today is Thursday, September 5th. It's being released tomorrow, correct?
Correct. Yes, it is going to be available on all music streaming platforms tomorrow, September 6th. So I'm very excited. I believe it's pretty much going to come out like midnight Eastern, so 9 p.m. our time. So in a couple hours, really, you guys. So the countdown begins. I'm so excited. We've been teasing it and putting little promo videos up. And once it's out, we got a lot more stuff too coming, and visuals and a music video and all kinds of stuff. So I'm so excited, you guys. It's incredible. We even have an EDM version that's going to be
What?
dropping.
EDM? Oh, so yeah, I want to hear that one.
Yes, yes. So for all the DJs out there listening, you guys can email Thump like right now. They'll send you the DJ version and the EDM, all whatever you guys need and want to turn the club up, and get everyone excited for football season.
And you are going to be performing Raider Baby this Saturday at the Raider Nation Takeover party at the Hollywood Park Casino in Inglewood, correct?
Yes, yes, you guys. I am going to be performing this Saturday, the first time I'm performing Raider Baby live. And like I was saying earlier, so many amazing people are also going to be in the building. Little Easy E is going to be having his album release party. CC Valencia from 935KD is hosting, and there, and like so many other guests and performers. It's going to be awesome. And definitely, you guys, I would love for you guys to come. So make sure to go to eventbrite.com, Raider Nation Takeover. You can also tap the link in my bio. The Eventbrite is right there. And I have a promo code, you guys. So if you can use promo code Raider Baby on checkout, you're going to get like 5% off your ticket. And so definitely make sure to let them know Raider Baby sent you by putting in the Raider Baby promo code, you guys.
Yeah, there you go, guys. It's going down this weekend, Saturday, September 7th at the Hollywood Park Casino in Inglewood, brought to you by the Old School Beer Company. It's called the Raider Nation Takeover Party. And also, you're also going to be performing at Summer Nights in Hollywood brought to you by Nationwide Presents, right, on September 28th. Did I see that?
Yes, yes, definitely. I'm also going to be performing there at the Nationwide event. I'm so, so excited. I can't wait, you guys. It's going to be so much fun. And I have a really, really awesome, what do you call it? Performance and everything that I'm going to be doing that day. And I would love for you guys to come to that one also. And if you guys go to the Nationwide Presents Instagram page, their Eventbrite link is on there, and you guys definitely should go get your tickets today because I'm gonna be up there, you guys, and so many of them. Be Real from Cypress Hill is also performing, so that is legendary. Amanda Perez, I love Amanda Perez. Like I literally like love her music. I've always like she's one of my music inspirations. So that's like it's so cool to be able to be, on the same lineup as all these amazing people. The Homegirl Reverie, she's super cool. She's doing her thing. She's always putting it down for LA. I love her too. Rowdy Rax, like
Yeah,
so many people.
it looks like it's going to be a really fun lineup. I'm looking forward to that concert on September 28th in Hollywood. Amanda Carrera, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. I know you're a busy girl. I wish you all the best. You're obviously you're young, you're talented, you're hungry, and I look forward to everything that's coming your way. And you know what? I like you so much. I'm going to send you. You get to pick which one you want. Do you want a Cholo Mouse? Do you want a Cholo on the Lolo, Manny, or do you want a La Chismosa? So I'm gonna send you one at your choice. We'll talk about it later, okay?
God, that's hard. They're all so cool.
So yeah, you can find them on choloonalolo.com, but I'm gonna send you one just for the fun of it. And when you squeeze them,
Baby. I love it.
yeah, so they all talk. So I'm gonna send you one. But any shout outs that you want to give to anybody?
Yes, definitely. And thank you so much. I'm so excited to have one of those. Those are so awesome. So I want to give a shout out definitely to my hair girl, my hair girl Monica Magana. Shout out to her, you guys. Literally, her Instagram is called Meticulous Cuts. You guys should go follow her for sure. She literally got this Maryland hair, and like I'm when I tell you, like me and her last night were in the chair, like she was getting it right and nice and perfect. And so she was such a sweetheart and she's so awesome, you guys. She also does men's haircut too. She doesn't just do girls, she does fades and tapers, everything. So you guys should definitely follow her, Meticulous Cuts. And shout out to Ricky Ricardo because he's the one who found like that's his friend and he plugged me in with her. And so we were able to get a good sponsorship going. And so definitely shout out to Ricky. He's been helping me so much, you guys. Like he's doing like all the behind the scenes work and like helping me coordinate like backup dancers and wardrobe and just everything, getting like the schedule. And so and P Funk, I can't forget P Funk. I want to give a huge
Yeah,
shout out to
big
P
shout
Funk.
out to P Funk.
Yes, P Funk. He actually got me booked for the event taking place this Saturday, the Nationwide Takeover at Bollywood Park Casino. So big shout out to P Funk, and P Funk and Ricky are doing so amazing, you guys. Like this whole like rollout of like promo and press is looking really nice, and I'm excited. And of course, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Old School Beer Company. You guys got to go follow them also on Instagram. I'm really excited. You guys, it's the best beer. You guys, like quote me now, it's the best beer. You guys need to go and check them out. Get your Old School beer. I'm so excited that I'm sponsored by them. And of course, Thump Records. Huge shout out to Thump. Thank you, Thump, Bill Walker, Steve Boom Boom Hernandez, and everybody else that has been helping me, you guys. I don't know if you
Amen.
guys have saw. Did you guys? Oh,
I'm sorry.
sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. One more thing.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys have been seeing this rollout that we've been getting going with like all the content and stuff, but everybody, from Thump to like, my camera photographer, Julie, shout out to Julie Salas Rodriguez, you guys, History Mama, follow her on Instagram. She's literally the best like photographer. She like has done all my photography for like all my album covers and you guys the all the pictures you guys haven't seen all of them yet. Just wait, we have so many. And shout out to Chills from the platform. He did the BTS for the music video and the BTS like at the shoot that day. And last but definitely not least, you guys, my makeup team, NNN Beauty. I gotta give them a huge shout out, you guys. Shout out to Isabel and Rogelio. They're so amazing. They're literally like angels. Like I'm like, hey, you guys, we have, this event coming up. Do you guys want to be a part of it? And they're always on board, and they're such like we're like such a good team. And so shout out to the Glam Squad. We got amazing things going. I have like a makeup palette with them coming out
Oh,
soon, and
nice.
yeah. So I have like an eyeshadow palette. It's like an Angel Baby eyeshadow palette, and my Amanda Carrera lip gloss, you guys. So just stay tuned. NNN Beauty, you guys, go follow them today. Thank you.
Amanda,
Thank you to that.
you forgot one thing. You forgot one important person.
And you, of course,
No.
you.
Where do we
Oh,
find you? Where do we find you?
me. Oh, me. Okay, me. I don't like to talk about me too much. So I'm just kidding. So, you guys find me on all platforms, all social media at Amanda Carrera, and it's spelled Carrera, like the car. Because a lot of times people hear like Cabrera or Correa, so I'm like it's Carrera like the car. That's the easiest way to remember. And so my music also Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, everything. Amanda Cabrera. The only thing, you guys, is my TikTok. It's my full name. It's Amanda Jane with a Y, Carrera. So if
All
you guys
right.
please, that would be incredible. I love to go live every day on my TikTok and just share my life with you guys and talk to you guys and
And
get to know
Amanda, stop blocking your dad.
them.
Okay, stop blocking your dad. All right, your dad wants to keep an eye on you. Okay, we're parents. We're always going to be parents. Carlos, I got your back.
That is so funny. I'm gonna tell him because he's the one who was calling right now, and I'm like, really? But I'll call him. I didn't let him know that I was gonna be doing this, and he's actually in Vegas right now, actually, and he told me, hey, I stopped by Allegiant Stadium. He's with his girlfriend because his birthday was on the first, so they went out there for the weekend, the holiday weekend, and he took the whole week off, whatever. I'm like, go enjoy yourself, go do your thing. But he's like all excited about all the Raider merch he got, and I was like, yes, let's go. Raider season's here.
There you go. Well, Amanda, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate your time and your energy. It's so contagious. I have a permanent smile on my face because honestly, I feel a lot of joy coming out of you. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for coming on. You always have a home here on Boulevard Connect. Whenever you have a new album, new song, anything you got going on, we're all about it. Thank you so much. My name is Michael Lopez. This is BoulevardConnect.com, the only website dedicated to cars, culture, and community. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thanks, Michael. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye, guys.